All right, I'm here with Pia Larson. She's the Chief Imagination Officer at Fingerprint Marketing, and who's been working with clients on web design for over 7 years in a variety of different industries. And we're gonna just talk web design. And Pia, I just to right off to start with web design, I'm wondering, with the latest trends, are there elements that are actually timeless?
There are. Good question. So just like any design medium, there's certain rules that you want to consistently follow to make sure that your website doesn't become outdated too often. And there's four that stand out for me. So the first one I would say is your color scheme. So keeping it simple, down to two colors on your website, not including the images, but two colors, the background fonts, etc. Maybe three at the most. Just keep the color scheme very simple. The second one I would suggest is keep it subtle. So whatever you're doing, just do less of it. We only have literally 4 seconds to capture someone's attention on your website, so we want to make sure that the message that you want to get across gets across quickly and successfully. The third thing is keep it simple. And when you're going through the archives of web design in the 20th century, you'll notice a trend that most of the good design is done consistently minimalistic. So design for emphasizing function over form, and emphasizing readability over visual indulgence, so to speak, too much going on. And then finally, the last one I would say is just keep everything high quality. So your images, your icons, make sure that they're high resolution, not necessarily big files because you want your site to load quickly, but make sure they're sharp, not fuzzy or pixelated. And this can really communicate professionalism, that you really care about your business. It's just like walking into any brick and mortar store and the salespeople are clean, well-dressed, neat, and presentable. So that's what I would recommend.
Nice, nice. Yeah, that makes sense. Minimalistic and really get to the point and really keep things consistent. So the essential elements to get right with web design, what are they, and well, you've kind of covered there, but where do you see the future, basically?
Oh boy, if I had a crystal ball. Well, the future it's here now. I mean, but there's a couple things. So there's always going to be a need for video. I think video has become popular, and it's going to become more popular because people don't tend to want to read a lot. They just want to press the video button and get where your message is in that 90 seconds. So I'm seeing more video. It's interesting with video, there's this trend where it's called ambient video background, which is kind of just video that loops in the background. And I kind of like that because it doesn't slow your site down, but it creates that energy, in your website. It's not just a stale website. And I could share samples with you in my blog. So as far as future, video, more interaction, being able to hover and touch things on the screen, more personalized content, especially in mobile design. So, based on your location or what your friends are doing, you're going to see more and more websites aggregate their content for you personally. And then also the use of squares. So, if you've ever been to Pinterest, you see all the content is set up in blocks and squares, kind of like a bulletin board. You're going to see a lot more of that. And that's going to be driven by your personal preferences. So, yeah, so I would just say, but the biggest thing is just more interaction and more just adding some energy to your website so people don't get distracted like we tend to. Squirrel! Yeah, like that.
Yeah, like that, like the squirrel. That makes a lot of sense. Nice. So there's some really great stuff coming down the pike, and right here, right now for us. So where can I go to learn more from you, and what, how can I learn more?
Well, one place is you could go to our blog on www.fingerprintmarketing.com. We've been writing blogs about website design for 7 years, and there's a lot of good articles in there. Or if you just want to talk to someone, pick up the phone, schedule a 30-minute free consultation. It's not a sales call. It's just our way of learning about your business and helping you take the next steps and point you in the right direction. And you can call us at 425-283-3943.
All right, and your website again was fingerprintmarketing.com.
Marketing.com.
Nice. Thanks a lot, Pia.
Thanks.